guys, it's Shelby back again with the video, and today I have Megan Broderick with me, and she was one of our librarians for the Mighty Night Marching Band, and she's a pretty awesome person too. She plays trumpet, and she's in the trumpet section, obviously, and she does many honor bands outside of school, including Seawee and the USC Honor Band, stuff like that, and she's pretty awesome too. Okay. So we're going to be talking about bus etiquette and what you should be doing on the bus and what the rules are, and then also what, in our opinion, is appropriate on the bus as well, because those are two different things. So to first go over the bus rules. Rule number 1 is check-in will be conducted before you get on a bus. That is basically you're saying like, hey, I'm here. We call it inspection, and basically what it is we check everyone's bags just to make sure no one has anything bad in them and stuff like that, and just make sure everyone's there. And then rule number 2 is there should be at least 2 adult chaperones per bus. There will always be at least 2, most of the time 3 or 4 actually. Only our students, school personnel, and chaperones are allowed to ride the bus. So this is mainly because we don't want anyone from another school riding our bus home with us. And then we have students will return on the same bus they go on. This isn't an exact rule for every single time, but it is a little bit of a guideline for you guys. Students must ride the bus to events unless there is an extreme emergency. For an example, if you took your SAT or your ACT that morning and you can't get to the school in time to ride the bus, sometimes your parents can take you to the competition. Yeah. And then number 6, CMS school bus policies are in effect while we are on the trip. Number 7, upon arrival, students are to remain seated until given permission to get off the bus by the director or head chaperone. So don't stand up or move around while the bus is in motion unless it is an extreme emergency that you need to tell the chaperone something. No audio devices without headphones. This protects your right to listen to your choice of music and protects others' rights not to listen to your type of music. Number 9, no instruments are to be played on the bus unless otherwise specified by the band directors. This is rare if we actually play on the bus, and if so, it's just a warm-up. Number 10, bus radios will not be turned on at any time. Number 11, males and females will not be allowed to sit together from sunset to sunrise. So if the sun's out and it's like we're going to a game at 3 o'clock, you can sit with your boyfriend, whatever you want to do. You can sit with your girlfriend, but once the sun goes down, normally that's after a football game or so, around like 7, I would say, yeah, you can't sit with the opposite sex. Number 12, the Mighty Night Band and Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools are not responsible for personal belongings left unattended or left behind on the bus. Number 13, if you are not on the bus at the appointed departure time, you will be left. So do be on time. Yeah, it's not fun to be left by the bus. Don't do it. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to walk home. Number 16, obviously always be courteous. Number 17, band director, staff, bus drivers, and adult chaperones are authorized to enforce bus rules. And remember, the chaperones volunteer their time to the band program. The chaperones are acting on instruction from the director, and you need to be kind and courteous to those chaperones, meaning say thank you when you get off the bus, say thank you when you get on the bus too. If you have a disagreement, you should see the director and explain the situation so that it may be handled properly. Yeah, so do that. Okay, so those were the basic bus rules for the marching band this year. And we're going to go over some tips on etiquette for how to be respectful for other people, towards other people while you're on the bus. So, you want to kick that off?
Yes, so number 1 is respect others and their property, and this is kind of a given. You should know that once you're in high school, and I think just even if you are really good friends with somebody, before touching their stuff, maybe you should ask if you're not sure, and you never know what someone else has that it might be a problem if you touch it. Number 2 is keep your voice low, because those buses are small spaces and people sometimes, especially on the ways back from places late at night, it's most likely going to be very quiet, and no one wants to deal with people being loud when they're trying to get sleep.
Yeah.
So even on the way to places, I guess it's, fine to just talk to your friends if you're excited to get to a competition. It's just, be mindful that other people might want to do other things, like just sit and listen to music, take a nap, like conserve energy for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Please do that. Number 3 is wear headphones when listening to music or watching videos. And headphones, I have to say, are a must for competition days and even games, because even though you might not think you'll use them, you will, and it'll just always be a good thing to keep in your band bag. So yeah, don't be playing videos out loud. I think it said that on the in the handbook as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then wear deodorant. That is a very good tip. You never know how sweaty you're gonna get, even in November when it's cold, because those uniforms are hot.
The bus is hot. You got over I guess maybe
40 or 50
people in a small enclosed space.
Yes.
We're all teenagers. We sweat. Wear deodorant.
Yes. And just maybe bring some, put it in your band bag and leave it in there, because you never know when you're gonna need to reapply.
Yeah.
Pick up your trash, because that is not the bus driver's job. We are guests on that bus, no matter what kind of bus. It's a charter bus or a public school bus. You just want to make sure that you're being courteous, because we want to have a good reputation for our band, and we do not want to be known as the group that leaves trash everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank the bus driver and chaperones. Definitely do that, because they're taking time out of their day, whether they're being paid or not the chaperones, the bus drivers.
Right.
They're taking time out of their day, and I think it's just a really nice way to, it makes you feel good if you do it too. The next is don't stand up until told to do so. This is pretty self-explanatory when the bus is moving, and a lot of people want to stand up when, right when the bus is pulling in. Just wait a second, wait your turn.
Everyone's gonna get off at the same time. We're all going to the same place.
Yes, you're gonna have to wait.
Even if you get off the bus early, you gotta stand outside and wait.
Exactly.
Not fun.
And then number 8 is do not purple, and this means boys are blue and girls are pink, and blue and pink make purple, if you get my drift.
Mm-hmm.
This went along with what Shelby was saying earlier. It's just another way we prevent this, obviously, is, boys and girls
don't sit after sunrise.
Yeah.
Sunset, sorry. Sunset. Sorry.
No screaming or singing. Please, if you're gonna sing, hum it to yourself, because, I guess sometimes we sing the show if we're excited when we're pulling in, but just, don't.
This is mainly for color guard and percussion, not to sing anyone out, but we're in band.
Yeah.
Not chorus. I know we sing sometimes, but this is not the place to do it, not the time to do it.
Yes, and then the no screaming goes along with keeping your voice low, because it's a small area and people are tired. They're trying to conserve their energy, so you should probably do the same thing. And then abide by all school rules. You should know that by the time you're in high school. Maybe don't use profanity, stuff like that. Be really respectful to each other.
Don't ride on the bus seat. Don't write on the bus seat.
Yes, no vandalism.
Yeah.
And then the next one is be respectful when taking photographs. So this is kind of funny, but if you take a picture of somebody and they don't like it, don't think about posting it on social media and stuff. And then, just be cautious when you're doing that.
Also, when it's very late at night, do not use the flash on your phone. I learned that. People don't like that.
Yes, the bus drivers don't like that either.
They don't like it either. Neither do the chaperones.
Oh yes, people are trying to get sleep. So.
Yeah.
Don't overpack. So, pretty much just if your band bag is too heavy for you to carry it, that is a very big sign that it is way too overpacked.
If you can't fit the band bag to go in between the seat, the part where you sit on the seat and the seat in front of you, if you can't push it down there, that's an issue.
Problem.
No.
Because some buses will have the overhead things to
Yeah.
put maybe Shakos, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to put your stuff up there. So just like
Put
be
under
like,
seat.
if you're gonna bring stuff, make sure you really need it. Like, if don't bring 3 books, you know, just
Yeah.
one is good. Then the next one is put your window up when getting off the bus. That again is not it. You don't want to make the bus driver's job harder than it is, especially if we're getting back at like sometimes midnight or even when it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. They are tired just as much as we are. They went on the trip just as much as us. So you just, you know, if everyone does one window, it just makes it a lot easier on everybody else. If you see trash bin exiting the bus, pick it up. Even though it's not yours, we are a marching band, and you represent AK marching band as much as everyone else does. So that goes along with what we said earlier. You want to represent the band as well as you can. Don't switch buses without proper reasoning or verifying with the chaperone. This is just a very overall rule that prevents mix-ups, and that kind of can go along with people can think that, oh, we left someone behind when they didn't, and it's just it can create a whole mess of trouble. And it's just a lot easier if you do have to switch buses for some reason, then you have to tell somebody, because that can lead to a big problem. And we don't, especially if we're getting back, it can be really tiring. So
No one checks.
Yeah.
So.
Bring some form of personal entertainment like a book or a game on your phone. This is kind of goes along with the overpacking. Like, bring something to do, especially when we're going on those really long bus rides, like Indiana.
Yeah, it's like 8 hours.
Yeah, so I mean, make sure that you're entertained the whole time, but I think sometimes if you just bring a portable charger, that's also a really good thing to have on the bus. I know that helped me out a lot at a lot of the competitions. And then the last one is bring a pillow when the bus trip is going to be long. It can help a lot, especially when you're getting back at like midnight and you want to get some sleep.
Yeah.
So those are just some really good tips on bus etiquette for you guys.
When you bring a pillow, also don't bring like your normal size pillow. Bring like a smaller pillow that's more like a travel pillow that like goes around your neck or something like that.
Yeah, like be considerate. There are other people there. Don't bring your whole room.
Yeah, and just to let you know, I will be later on doing videos on how to pack your band bag for away games and competitions, and that will kind of go into the category of not overpacking, especially for these kind of trips and stuff. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. You did awesome. So guys, I'm so excited for this season. Remember to keep your hands on your feet inside the ride at all times, because it's going to be a wild ride this summer. See you guys later. Bye.